Buenas and half a day. I'm Julian Hernandez with the Pacific Daily News, and these are the top stories from the PDN newsroom.
Representatives from the Chamorro Land Trust Committee and the Guam Motorsports Association are scheduled to make a site inspection of the former Guam Raceway Park in Jigo. The CLTC and GMA are negotiating a lease for a portion of the 250-acre property as spelled out in an agreement by Senator Dwayne San Nicolas to the fiscal year 2025 budget law that was signed into law in September. The two sides have met 4 times on a potential lease, but the most recent on December 10, which was the 90-day deadline set by law for the CLTC to negotiate a lease with GMA. But as of that date, no actual lease terms have been agreed upon, said GMA Vice Chairman John Birch Jr. Birch said despite the missed deadline, Commission members acknowledged that the law is clear that the CLTC shall lease the property to GMA. Now we got to agree to some terms. The December 10 meeting lasted 3 hours with no actual lease terms agreed upon, and Birch said the CLTC members had differing views on the process ahead. In other news, adorned in black robes with customized caps and tassels hanging to the side, 217 students graduated from the University of Guam during the Fanachuan 2024 commencement ceremony Sunday afternoon at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse. Family and friends cheered as this semester's graduating class included 116 students earning bachelor's degrees and 101 earning master's degrees. In her speech, class valedictorian Sophie Daniel Valencenco Santos celebrated the resilience and achievements of her fellow graduates as well as acknowledging the support from family, friends, professors, and mentors. Santos reflected on personal growth, overcoming challenges like the COVID-19 pandemic, and the impact of their academic journey at UOG. The ceremony ended with all 217 graduates turning their tassels from right to left and throwing their caps into the air, marking the beginning of their next chapter. Federal documents filed in the District Court of Guam show 7 people were charged and accused of entering illegally into the island and came from Saipan. 6 people were indicted on August 30th with conspiracy and aiding and abetting transportation of illegal aliens and conspiracy to defraud the United States. Zhen Hua Su, Wei Meng, Ki Hua Zhang, Amin Zhang, Hai Long Su, and Fu Yang Yi were all indicted and accused of entering Guam from Saipan. They are accused of working together in agreement with at least one other person to hire other people as co-conspirators for the purpose of providing them transportation from Saipan to Guam. In a complaint filed in district court by a special agent with Homeland Security investigation, federal authorities learned that each of the suspects had arrived legally on Saipan either as tourists or conditional workers. All 6 remained there past their valid terms and each acted on their desire to relocate to Guam to live and work, prolonging their unlawful presence in the U.S. The defendants relocated from Saipan where low wages, job scarcity, and a high risk of detection made their continued unlawful presence difficult, to Guam where higher wages, more job opportunities, and low risk of detection made it less difficult. In other news, a small detachment of approximately 100 logistics support Marines from 3rd Marine Expeditionary Force has started to relocate from Okinawa to Guam, a release from the Marine states. The relocation is in line with the joint statement of the Security Consultative Committee on July 28. Relocations will take place in a phased approach, and no unit headquarters will be moving during this iteration, the release states. Commencement of relocation to Guam signifies the first phase of relocating Marines to locations outside of Japan. The government of Japan and the United States government will continue to work together to strengthen deterrence and response capabilities of the U.S.-Japan alliance while mitigating the impact on local communities, including those in Okinawa. For more on these stories, go to guampdn.com and follow us on social media.